understand how that particular process works. And so that's where we have to be all times. Michael Feggans is a member of the Virginia State delegate. Of course, a couple years ago, we were traveling around. You were running for office, and now you're elected.
Yes, sir. It's good to see you, Brother Martin.
Yes, sir. Then what have you done the last couple of years?
Work hard for the people every single day. We've been really focused on making sure that we're taking our office and putting it out to the people. You know, for example, we have almost a quarterly healthcare event where we bring a mammogram bus into apartment complexes so women can get screenings. Having individuals come out so they can get signed up for the Affordable Care Act. You know, and doing as much as we can to make sure that our office is visible outside of just the four walls and really in the community.
Well, absolutely. And you heard me talking to Senator Lucas, and we're talking about the resources. And that's what it boils down to. When people say our community has not been served, that's because it's been historically underfunded.
Yeah.
And so having African Americans in leadership who understand that, and then who deliver the money, or that's always been politics is all about.
Yeah.
But how do you convey that, though? How do you speak to people so they can understand that?
So much of it is about making sure that you're having, town halls. You're having, we've almost had 6 town halls with individuals that are from our congressional delegation, our Senate, making sure that the people really understand, how the money works. How does the legislation start from a bill and become a reality? And then really being transparent about, where the work is happening. For example, we were able to work on a great initiative in the community to bring $500,000 back into Virginia Beach to be able to build facilities to treat victims of sexual trafficking, working to make sure that our teachers have the pay raises that they need, doing veteran and military family tax cuts. That's the type of work that our constituents are asking for, and we've been delivering over the past 2 years. For example, my office in itself has has passed about 13 pieces of legislation. So when people say their vote doesn't matter, it extremely matters. One of our bills was the first time a piece of legislation has passed like this to take care of veterans and military families, and so their vote matters so much.
No, it absolutely does. And so I just think that we have to continue to pound that,
yes.
But not just tell people your vote matters. We have to show them what was done,
yes.
So they can understand
yes.
This is why you're supposed to turn out.
Yes, it's so important just to show it, because, like you said, we just can't say go and vote. It's go and vote, and then hold your elected officials accountable. Ask them what are they doing quarterly with the legislation that they have, depending on where they're at. And when, for example, when we're out of our session, what are they doing past the legislative session? Are they really being involved there? Are they really for the people? It's really easy to see now because, we make sure to have a great social media presence. And so we're sharing videos, we're sharing pictures in the community. And that's the best way to really get the message out about the work that's being done, because there's so much work that can be done. But it's when you're able to elect officials like myself and and the leadership that we have right now, you get to see the real results when you elect people who actually care and are about doing the work.
All right, then. We certainly appreciate it. Thanks a bunch.
Thanks, brother.
All right, thanks a lot.
Good to see you.
Folks, we're going to go to break. We're going to come back.